Hey everyone, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video we are working on my newest build that I've been sharing on my Instagram. If you're not an Instagram follower, I definitely suggest go giving me a follow because I do content that I don't show on YouTube on that account, and you'll always get to see what I'm doing off of the YouTube platform. Today's video is very special to me as we are celebrating 10K subscribers, and I have a ton of awesome giveaway info for you in this video, as well as some other awesome things in celebration of reaching 10K subscribers. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I sure hope you hit that like and subscribe button because all the support truly helps my channel grow. I started my YouTube channel about 6 months ago, so I sure hope you stick around. All important information on the giveaway celebration of 10K subscribers will be at the end of this video. But until then, let's go ahead and work on a build that I sure hope inspires somebody out there doing maybe a similar theme, or you just are new to Citycore and want to know some basics and tricks of what I've learned through my Citycore building journey. The last thing I want to add while we get started is we are going to be also doing a 10K stream, and I haven't streamed in quite some time, so if you're an OG follower, you know that I originally was a streamer and then we transitioned over to YouTube. So in celebration of this milestone, we're going to be doing a 10K stream, and I have no idea what to do for that. So if y'all have any recommendations, leave them in the comment section below. A few people have suggested me going to visit y'all's dream addresses, but I'm open to almost any ideas. So y'all just give me some ideas and we will see what we can do. So alright, let's go ahead and get this build started, and I'm going to show you how to basically fill in behind Citycore buildings. Many of you reached out to me asking how to transition areas behind the Citycore builds we do. And sometimes I don't even do skylines behind them. I'll do like a road or some greenery, but for those who are wanting to incorporate more Citycore behind the original Citycore building that you may have built, this video may be for you. All codes will be also in the video's description, as well as any creators who requested their Instagram to be linked for proper credit. I will also have some links that are very important for you to go check out regarding all the giveaway information, so it's very important that you are listening to this audio for this video. I know a lot of people, including myself, sometimes go to speed builds and we don't always have our audio turned on. This is a video where you're gonna want that audio on so you know exactly what to do and what to expect for all the celebration for 10K subscribers. So just like our normal Citycore tutorials that we usually do, we are once again prepping some terraform out for the base of our building, and then we're going to be using our basics to Citycore: bookshelves, stalls, different types of furniture to capture the illusion that this is a building, etc. If you're a newbie to Citycore, definitely go check out some of our other Citycore videos that I have on my channel. We have a road tutorial for beginners. I also recommend checking out my Japanese series that we started, and that is currently on hold right now, mostly because I'm trying to organize a ton of giveaways and also just juggle life in general. So that is on a hold right now, but don't let the theme be the reason why you don't watch that series. Even if you aren't doing a Japanese theme, in that series we break down the basics and all these tips that I've learned on Citycore, and we just go more in depth on Citycore learning in general. So definitely go check those out, and of course let me know what you thought about today's video in the comment section below. So basically, my goal for this island that I've been working on for the past few days is to do a very modern and luxury vibed city. So we're doing a lot of black and whites and pops of color here and there, but my main colors are going to be black and white. I was really nervous about doing this theme at first because it feels really limited, and I actually started this aesthetic last year but never finished it simply because we didn't have as many design slots back then and it was just really difficult. We actually did a Sims 3 styled modern building on my YouTube channel, and that's actually part of this build's theme too. We're going to be incorporating builds like that onto this. It's just going to be a very difficult and very structured city compared to what I usually do. A very useful tip I have when you're doing builds like this for perspective is to make sure the build is looking correct from the first level where someone is going to see it. So you're going to see me go back and forth quite a bit to make sure the build is developing correctly for the correct view it'll be seen from. So I always do that through all my builds. I'm always running around in circles, what it seems like, I guess, on every single video and build that I do, but I do that to make sure that everything is developing correctly. So that is one tip that I have for someone who is doing Citycore, or maybe you're new to Citycore, that is definitely something that I suggest doing. Next, I also suggest on using a color palette. So basically plan out all of your designs and what color scheme you want your main island to be. If you do a bunch of random colors, it's gonna feel very unorganized and sloppy, so I always go into every single build planning out what custom designs I want to use, the general idea and layout that I have in mind, etc. I also like using Pinterest for inspo and also just gathering pictures for like my mood board. And basically what that is a bunch of pictures from in real life if I'm trying to do a realistic build, and I take all of the inspo I can from those photos, etc. The next thing I love to do on my Citycore right now is the 4th level glitch. And what that is accessing the 4th level that we normally can't reach. And that glitch is actually still active right now as of September 18th, 2021. So if you want to learn how to do that glitch, we actually have a video from a very old stream that I did on my Facebook page, and that is linked in the video's description. We do it at the very beginning of the stream if you want to go check that out. I'm also sure that you could Google it on YouTube and search it there, and I'm sure someone has done a video on it as well. So definitely go learn that glitch. It's very easy to do and very useful to help get those high tiered level effects for Citycore builds. So now I am going to be prepping the 4th level for that glitch, and we're just going to be placing some custom design on it for the rooftop, and then I'm going to continue to expand the terraform as needed to be able to place some items on that level again. I suggest doing all the terraform expanding before. As you can see, I'm going back and forth quite a bit. This will just save you some extra time so you're not having to go back and forth a bajillion times to do that glitch over and over. So give yourself plenty of room to not have to repeat the glitch, because the glitch itself can take several tries until you get on that level. So right here, you could just leave that utility pole as is and you got a pretty solid area for that build. But I am a perfectionist and I want to go ahead and expand that out to be able to place a diner neon sign on the 4th level. It will just add more glowy vibes to the island and just make it feel really realistic to have billboards up there. So I am going to go ahead and start prepping out the expansion of the 4th level and making terraform adjustments. Again, this step is not needed, it's completely optional. That's just what I'm gonna do for this build. I will also need to make some terraform adjustments where the trees are in front of the blue apartment glass that you see right there. That bookcase on the left is gonna need to be removed so I can expand the terraform out a little bit more. Now that I've done the 4th level, I am going to go ahead and place that diner neon sign, and my illusion up there is completely done. I love this glitch for naturals too because it adds more realistic terraform to them, but sadly on naturals you can't do waterfalls off the 4th level, which makes no sense to me if we can terraform, but I really wish that we could do those waterfalls. So here is now the finished skyline behind my 7-Eleven with the sign and just the apartments in the background. I really want this Citycore to be very full, lots of buildings and tall skyscrapers in general to capture the illusion that this is a giant city. So again, your placement can be optional with whatever space that you have left, but that is just kind of how my layout is going to go. The last build for today's video is giving Brewster his very own cafe. Since Nintendo will not help him get his shop on Animal Crossing New Horizons, let's go ahead and do the job for them. So let's go ahead and prep Brewster a really nice modern styled cafe. I am going to be using Tropikitch's lovely Brewster codes, and I'll have her linked in the video's description. We use her codes quite a bit on my channel, so definitely make sure you go check her out. And then for the second part of the codes that I'll be using, I actually found this creator under criteria search window, but I'm going to go ahead and find that MA for y'all and put it in the video's description as well. I absolutely love this code by Tropikitch because it feels very modern and it suits the black and white dark tones that I've been using. So I am super excited to incorporate her beautiful design on this island. The panels that I'm also using by the Brewster logo are inside the same MA as the stone wall that we're using too. I'm also using the box sofa in the color black right here to kind of give the build more dimension. I love doing this with a lot of Citycore builds because if you just had a straight rectangle and no dimension to it, it would seem very flat and unrealistic. So giving the build some dimension like this helps capture the illusion that this is a building, but again, it also makes it feel a lot less flat and boring. There are multiple ways you can do the second level of this building. You can do exactly what Tropikitch does by just filling it all in with bookcases. That is super fine and it looks really great too. But I'm gonna go ahead and add my own little flair to it. I have this obsession with using the loft bed, and so we're gonna use the black loft bed to kind of just add more texture to the build itself. Another thing you're gonna see me do is by placing a black uncustomized stall, and I love doing this especially on modern builds because not only does it save you some extra design slot space, but it doesn't take away from the build either. It's very simple, and sometimes just doing a plain stall like that is more than enough for a build. You may have visited several of my dream addresses if you're a regular follower and have noticed me do this on a lot of my buildings. So here is the base of our Brewster building. Now it's time to start decorating and also creating a nice little patio area for that awkward space at the edge of our map. This build is such a good filler if you are in that same position as me where you're really close to the beach and there's not a lot of room left to decorate. So I hope that this brings some inspo to those who are in a similar predicament as myself. We will also be using the natural garden table and chair DIY set because it matches perfectly with the brown tones that we are using on the Brewster Cafe. I also wanted to add into this video, if you are someone who is struggling with getting items like we use on my channel, head over to my Discord because on my Discord we have free treasure islands to help get your island started. Treasure islands are islands full of different materials, DIYs, etc. So this will help save you time on crafting and trading and help get that city core dream started. There is no set way to decorate this exterior, definitely put your own twist to it, but if you liked how we decorated this exterior, feel free to recreate it the same. If you also recreate any of my builds and tutorials, definitely tag me on your Instagram. I love seeing recreations. It makes my day to see, y'all getting inspiration for your island and just playing in general, so do not be afraid to tag me. It's always welcome to recreate any build that we do. So the next thing that we're going to be adding to this build is by using one of these Sanrio items, and I'm just going to reverse it to hide the cartoon face, and it just looks like this really cute mug stool. So I thought that was a really adorable touch to this build. So that is something that I love doing on City Core by making use of these Sanrio items as I can and by reversing them. So you're going to see me manipulate items a lot like this by reversing them, turning them a different angle, etc. It definitely adds more to the build, and since we're really limited on items as is, this also gives you a little more dimension to your build. Now that the front of my building is done, let's go ahead and prep the patio area of this build. So I am going to be using the wood coat from the same MA as the stone that we used on the Brewster Cafe, and that is going to be our base for the decking outside. I really loved how this already had a lot of texture and dimension to the code, and it's only one slot, so you couldn't complain with using this. Once we finish placing this, we'll go ahead and start hiding that terraform in the back. To hide the back of the terraform, all we're using is base game simple panel. There is no custom design on this. It is the gray concrete base game. And I loved using this already on my build because not only does it save me an extra design slot, but it suits the modern style really well and it looks very clean and fresh. So we're gonna use that over here to kind of give the build more contrast so it's not super matchy. So right now I'm prepping this area to be an outdoor bar, and you can actually use several different items to achieve this. First, I'm going to show you the fireplace reversed, and this would look great with the build itself, but I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple other items that will work great too. There are several desk items that exist in the game and all work really great for this build, so choose the one that you like the best. This one is Den Desk, and then we're going to also show you the other tone that could work too. But I think we're going to end up using the office desk for this build today, mostly because I love how it has a wooden top and a very nice matte black base. So that is what I'm going to use for this build. Again, choose whatever design you like the best, but this is just the one that I'm going with. So now our Brewster Cafe is pretty much done. I think it turned out really well, and I really like how there is a ton of dark tones and rich wood tones too, but then we have the really nice concrete wall to break up all of that dark tone. Once again, I am working on the top level and I'm filling this in with some green hedges, and then what I'll probably do behind this is either some more skyscrapers in the back, or I can leave this completely empty and do a really nice building transition area above there. I'm not quite sure what my plan is yet. I always go into every single build with zero ideas on what I'm gonna do. So we will see how that area develops, but I am really excited with how this turned out. It was a very difficult build at first because I was using several different creators combined, but I really do think that this other creator's work complemented Tropikitch's Brewster design super well. And that is it for the Brewster build for today's video. I hope that both of these builds today brought anyone who has been needing some inspo for their island a lot of really great ideas. Now, if you are interested in learning more about our 10K subscriber giveaway, then continue watching this video. First, I want to give a huge thank you to my friend Kyle Craze for collabing with me on this giveaway for 10K subscribers. The following slides have a lot of important information that you should read before entering the giveaway. Feel free to pause the video as needed to read them. I will also have all important links needed to enter the giveaway in the video's description too. The giveaway also ends on October 3rd at 2 p.m. Central Time Zone. If you win the giveaway, the bot on our Discord will notify you and at your name, so make sure you have the server notifications turned on to not miss that prize. Again, this giveaway ends at October 3rd at 2 p.m. Central Time Zone. Once the giveaway is over, I'll be editing my video's description and removing all giveaway information. If you win our giveaway, please do not just get the giveaway prize and leave our Discord community. Not only is this really rude to do, but also give our community a chance to make some new friends and also be around some great people. Not to mention, you'll get to learn more about me as a creator on Discord. I'm always talking with everybody and interacting with everyone on my Discord server's channels. So if you want to get to know me better as a person, then this is definitely a way to do it. Not to mention, we're always hosting free treasure islands. We have multiple trade channels. We also have some off-topic gaming chats, so there's a lot of options on this server that isn't just about Animal Crossing content. Our server also has a lot of interactive things like pets and Cards Against Humanity. We also have a karaoke bot and more, so there's a lot of fun things you can do on our Discord community, and of course, just make some really great friends. I tried to add the giveaway information multiple times at the end of this video, so hopefully y'all were able to read up on everything required on entering into the giveaway. With that being said, thank you so much for watching my video, and also just again for 10K subscribers, here's to 100 subscribers more. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Have a horrible day. I'll see you next video. Thank you so much to my Discord donators: Brittany, Terry, Marina, Connie, Ronica, Daniel, Cynthia, and thank you so much to everyone who has boosted our Discord server.